Yeah, 10 minutes to the train station. We have to catch the next train. Well, our trains leave in 10 minutes. Platform 4. Next station, Düsseldorf. Goodbye, Cuhls, for now. Hope to see you again soon.
See you in 9 hours.
Yeah, goodbye.
Platform 4 where?
Platform 4, this one. We're here. Yeah.
This is C2F.
We need to see with the schedule upstairs.
Mönchengladbach Hauptbahnhof via Rommerskirchen. Departure 11:25. Delayed today by about 5 minutes. From platform 9 and
There's the train, Düsseldorf, on the schedule.
to Bonn Hauptbahnhof. Departure 11:12.
We are down here. '61 and '63. This is ours. Yep, finally made it. On time. And as usual, the German train is always on time.
This is German.
Feels so close to the platform. So close. And again,
in this bright
ground
day,
floor.
should I set the ISO to 200 or?
No, ISO 200. Yeah, 200. Look, there's a footrest. Arrived in Düsseldorf.
Nach Düsseldorf Flughafen Terminal über Düsseldorf-Dersdorf.
So, what is the plan, Captain?
We will have to check that in the book.
Okay.
But let me explore a bit of the main train station itself.
Okay, then will I have a chance to grab,
Photophone?
no, yeah, okay. That'll be, no, I don't need it anymore because I already put it.
That said, this video is not sponsored by Vodafone. Washrooms. Could have gone on the train. Oh well.
Well, it's okay for me to like hang around, but like I figured it out later. If like later as you went to.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, I think we'll just look for the washroom now and then go out and do some photography.
Okay.
Okay. Plans that we have to visit today, and just got tickets for 2, the whole day ticket for both the train and any public transportation in Düsseldorf. Okay. Okay, platform 14, our train will be coming soon, probably in the next 5 to 6 minutes. Seems to be pretty full. We'll take this one. Train. And now we're heading back to the central station. It feels so familiar. I wonder why.
Yeah, it's called déjà vu.
Deja vu.
Déjà vu. In Korean, it's déjà vu.
And now we have to look for the schedule again. And again. Looking at the board again, it's platform 11, 1252, S6. Back to Köln. Well, it feels like going back to Köln. Köln Nippes. Okay, let's go. Platform 11, S6 comes not so soon. The escalator's broken. The facility people, please fix it as soon as possible. Yeah. Advertisements.
What is this thing?
It's chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
So now we're at Benrad?
Benrad.
Düsseldorf Benrad station, and it's another 9 minutes walk to the Benrad Schloss. Hopefully we can get some good pictures there. Hopefully, I mean the sky's a little bit too bright, the sun is a little too strong, but hey, we don't have a lot of time here. So let's make the best out of the actual photography part. Okay, so we're now at the Schloss Benrad, or the Benrad Palace in Düsseldorf. It actually was not a long walk at all. It was pretty short. So it says on Google Maps it's like 9 minutes walk.
Actually, I think it was 9 minutes because we took a lot of pictures.
Yeah, but had we walked straight, it would probably take, I don't know, 5 minutes? Maybe, yeah, 5 minutes. And here it is. Everything is in pink. Apart from the garden. Yep, so now we're just going around the lake and taking some pictures of the building and taking some pictures of the duck as well, and maybe have something in the foreground such as the branches from the trees and then the reflection from the river. It actually is quite nice and cool here. Hot air but really cold wind, so it's okay. And we have a nice walk here anyway, so yeah. Here we are at the castle. We just took some simple pictures, simple shots of the actual front-facing palace. I wanted to say castle, but then it's actually a palace. Sorry. Yeah. It's actually really chill here. And flowers starts blooming already, so hey. Now we're inside the garden. It's surprisingly free entrance. The Royal Garden back in my hometown, Hanover, you have to pay to get in. And this is free. So awesome. So days like this, when it's warm and some wind and there's a lot of sun, people just come out here to the park and chill. So you might find a lot of people here, and it can be annoying at some point to take pictures. But oh well, we'll do our best to explore and take some good pictures of this park. Yep, we're here. We're at the back of the whole lake from the palace. We just finished taking all the pictures that we think looks good. So did some exploring into the actual garden itself, and yeah, now we're heading off to another garden, but this time it's in the north part of Düsseldorf. It's the Japanese garden. Hopefully we'll get there on time. Yeah, probably. Fingers crossed.
Let's go.
If we don't take the wrong transportation again. Yeah.
Approximately, if we go in a fast walk, we'll go outside the palace in 10 minutes.
Actually, if there's another exit over here, we can see.
But I'm a little bit afraid there might be some kind of a...
Here, but we weren't sure if it was really the main entrance. But anyway, we found it. We found the Japanese garden, and there's a nice Porsche behind us. I'm not a big fan of Porsche, but he is. Oh well. At least we made it. And let's see what kind of photographs we can get from this. Right?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Precisely. our next day, our next destination is the old town
Okay.
of Düsseldorf. We'll take some pictures there. We just walked through pretty much the Japanese park, and now we're just taking the U-Bahn back to the near the center. So yeah,
Heads up.
yep. Actually, the exit is also this way. If we walk this way, we can just turn right. Or is there another one here?
Like,
Oh, that's
I
a
thought-
building. It's just a building.
I mean, like, if we want to take the same train back to the station.
Yeah, okay, then we can just go there
Yeah,
again.
just.
Okay. Then we'll just pass through the big lake again, right?
Yep.
I think. Okay. Our tram, so close, yet so far, somewhere over there. and now just heading towards the river, pretty much in the district of Old Town.
I'm starving now.
You're starving. I'm super thirsty right now. It's such a warm day. Sweating like a pig. Oh wow. Okay. Hongjun? Where are we? We're at Cuhls Alley. It's supposed to be our 4th destination, but wow. Yeah, so now we're just heading back to the Altstadt. Yeah. And see if we can take any good pictures. Just finished big meal. Big time. So, we just finished our day in Düsseldorf. Now we're heading back to Düsseldorf main train station. And from there we'll go back to Köln.
I probably see the sunset in the train.
Yeah, probably.
It's lovely also.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably faster this way. And yeah, so we can't believe that we spent over an hour in a restaurant.
No, actually, you can believe it. I was just like satisfied.
Yeah, but
Just
like
you, and you were German, and like I mean, like you should. No,
but still. I'm a slow eater, I know, but still. But probably like a real German food is actually big. Like it gives you big portion. But anyway, he tripped.
Totally satisfied.
He tripped, so we didn't have enough time to go to the alley. Well, we already visited the alley, but we can't go back there for the picture anymore, simply because we don't have time. His ankle sprinted.
Okay, if you want to blame me, okay, do it.
Is it true that your ankles?
Well, it's been like restored now.
Yeah, now. But back then it was causing the time to visit the alley, right? Just kidding.
Okay, now you're getting me like a little bit upset. But like, it only took 3 minutes. I mean, like you don't sit on like half an hour.
It took more than 3 minutes. It took more than 3 minutes. Anyway.
You're gonna upload this one and figure out who's the one. Like, yeah, keep blaming. Okay, just do it.
It took more than 3 minutes, guys. Let's see. Anyway, but we managed to take a lot of pictures from the old town part, from the Rhine River as well as from which other places? Right, the palace
and the
Japanese garden,
which is like in German. I figured it out. It was actually Northern Garden.
Yeah, it's Nordparks.
Nordparks, whatever.
Yeah, it's in the northern part of the city.
Yeah, so there was no single word that explains like the Japanese garden.
It looks a bit different from the actual picture on Google Image, but oh well.
Actually, there was a Japanese flag.
Well, this city has close ties with Japan.
Oh.
Like, there are a lot of Japanese here, actually. Anyway, see you guys on the train. How do you feel with the trip?
Trip?
Yeah.
Trip? You mean me tripping or?
No, the whole trip. By far.
Yeah. It is. I don't know what to say.
Okay.
It is just marvelous.
I give you until the end of this episode.
Which one?
Until the end of this episode to give me the answer. And we made it to the central station safely. Well, my back is hurting so bad. But oh well. So, turns out get in the frame. Our train is a little late, so we have a time for one more picture outside the main train station, and we're going to do that now. Cologne is our next stop. After it was my fault that we missed the train.
No one's fault.
Oh well.
It's just meant to happen.
Meant to happen. Sure. Actually, yeah, it's meant to happen. Right. So now we're hoping to get some long exposure shots around here. It's just hope. Let's not abandon our hopes. Just yet. Alright. So we're supposed to be here half an hour ago, but hey. Wow. We told our friends that we would be here like half an hour ago.
Nächste Station, Köln Hauptbahnhof. Bitte achten Sie beim Verlassen des Zuges darauf, Ihre persönlichen Gegenstände mitzunehmen. Vielen Dank. Diese Zugfahrt endet dort. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen. Vielen Dank für Ihre Reise mit DB Regio. Auf Wiedersehen.
Next station.
And this was our magical train, the RE5, that took us back to Köln safely. See? So before we move on to the part where I show you all the final images that I've taken, well, not really all, but the images that I've taken from Düsseldorf, the ones that I like, I would like to share some tips with you guys. So when you're doing a short trips like this, well, this is tips number one. When you're doing a short trip like this, like a one-day trip kind of thing, you want to make sure how many gear you really want to bring with you, and if you can carry all of them, because we figured out like bringing the tripod was such a hassle kind of thing. It really, like, although the tripod was really small and light because it's one of those travel tripod, still we only used it 2 times, and that was just one of them was like just me trying to get the motion blur from the water when I was taking some pictures at the Japanese garden, and you know, that was not really worth it, kind of. And the other one was my friend who was also trying to get the motion blur from the water at the Japanese garden. So I think if you have a lens with image stabilization and if you put it to like 25th of a second of the shutter speed, it will do similar tricks, I guess. But I don't think a tripod would have been that useful for a day trip like this. I mean, though it was light, it really killed our back because we had to carry all the other camera equipment, such as he had the 5D Mark II with the 24-70, my friend has that, and I had to carry my 5D Mark III with the 16-35, 70-200. So, and you know, it's already pretty heavy, the gear, considering I'm not, like, I used to carry a lot more gear, and obviously if I'm at my real work, I would carry even a lot more gear, but then I would have assistants. But going on a trip like this where I don't have assistants and I'm bringing the main gear, well, all the main camera gears with me, it's just a hassle to bring that extra tripod, and especially the fact that we didn't have another bag or another compartment in the bag for the tripod meant we had to just carry it around with the hands, and that's just a hassle. I also had to carry my G7, or if you're in Germany, it's called the G70, the Lumix G70. You know, it's a hassle. Oh yeah, and I also had to carry my GoPro and all the batteries for it. I found out that the GoPro batteries really didn't last that long. Before I bought the GoPro, I thought like I was expecting it to be short, like the battery life of it, based on all the other reviews, but I did not know that it was going to be that short, so I had to carry like so many spare batteries with the GoPro, so it already took quite a lot of space in the bag. So yeah, at the end of the day, make sure to really think through on whether or not you really need that gear to be with you on that particular trip that you're going. Even if it's more than one day, say 2 days or even 5 days, just make sure, like, are you really going to be using, I don't know, your 24-70 f2.8, your tripod, your, I don't know, second camera body, so on and so forth. Because when you're traveling with friends, and especially if you're a tourist, when you're
exploring through places in the city, is it really that practical and convenient to bring all these gear along with you? Because it's bloody heavy. It is. I'm not gonna lie. It is heavy. My second tip is when you're photographing something with, well, especially something that involves a lot of lines, a lot of straight lines here or there, such as the old town, when you want to capture that architecture of the old town here in Europe or anywhere else, make sure that don't only rely on the camera leveling in the viewfinder or in live view, because you could be on the ground where, you know, the house starts sinking down at a certain place already or something like that, because it's built there, like it's been there for so many hundred years, so the ground of the house is not straight, like it's not balanced anymore. So you just want to make sure that in the viewfinder or however you're taking the picture, that the lines are okay in the picture, because if you correct it later in post, you know, the program will kind of crop in a little bit more, and you might want to still preserve that part of the image that's being cropped to make it balanced. So really make sure, spend some time, maybe not too much time, but spend some time looking carefully in the viewfinder or on the LCD or on the electronic viewfinder or what have you. Just looking carefully whether if the lines are balanced or if this part of the image is balanced or it shouldn't be balanced. I don't know, it depends on what you're taking, but make sure that it doesn't disturb you right away, simply because if you look on a bigger monitor, if you don't get it like perfect or as close to perfect as possible, then you'll be annoyed. Well, at least I got annoyed on some of the images, and you know, either I had to crop it and do the leveling part, or I just leave the image alone and just throw it away. Yeah. The next tip is not really relating to photography, but rather, well, you could say it's a common sense thing, but you know, if you're going to a place where you don't know the proper train schedule or public transportation schedules there, even if the monitor says it's going to be 10 minutes late, just like the train back from Düsseldorf to Cologne, like on the board it says that it's going to be 10 minutes late. So we thought like, okay, we can spend another 8 minutes around the central station in Düsseldorf, the main train station. So we walked around, took pictures here and there. And then the last 2 minutes we arrived at the platform and figured that the train had left already. So, you know, don't rely too much. Even if the board says it's going to be 10 minutes late, it could mean that within 10 minutes the train will be coming. It does not necessarily mean that it's going to be exactly 10 minutes late. So always be there on time. We were there on time, but because it says that it was going to be 10 minutes late, we understood that it was going to be exactly 10 minutes late. So we just went off somewhere else. Luckily, the German Deutsche Bahn, the German train, gave us 18 euros discount from our ticket. So we got 18 euros back, and then the lady at the counter booked us another train, like put us on another train from Düsseldorf to Cologne. So that was pretty nice. The day ticket in Düsseldorf, like for the entire public transportation in the city, was actually quite cheap. For a day ticket, it's €4.95, I think, either €4.50 or €4.95. You can use all the city trains, all the metros there, all the buses and everything for just that price the entire day, well, 24 hours. So yeah, that's pretty cheap, and that's what we got. So always look for all the cheap tickets and things like that, what you can find. So it just makes your life easier if you travel from places to places, because sometimes when you're looking on a Google map where it says, okay, it's going to be a 9-minute walk, or if it's going to be an hour walk, sometimes that 9 minutes could be just 5 minutes, but sometimes that hour walk could be actually 2 hours walk, so you can never really trust Google. And if it's going to be like a 2 hours walk kind of thing, or if it's even going to be an hour walk from like half an hour on the map, it's always better to take the public transportation because, you know, when you're a tourist like this, it's just good to always be on schedule because you just want to see everything and capture everything, right? Yeah, and that's just my tips for now. I hope you like the images. I know it's not the best images in the world, but I try to capture them in a normal, casual way, like how a normal tourist would. Because I was actually, well, we were because we had a strict schedule to follow, so I didn't really get to like find my angle in places here and there, but yeah, I did kind of my best. But yeah, anyway, let's move on. Thank you very much for watching and enjoy the next journey wherever you're planning to. See you in the next episode. Bye.